What is going on, guys? Spiteful's back again, and I want to talk about this tier list stuff because I don't normally like making tier lists. Personally, I like to assume that for the most part people have accurate tier lists, but this tier list from Painblade came out 3 days ago, and for the most part I want to say I agree with almost everything here. He does say specifically free to play with all units, but he's also under the assumption that you're going to max dupe HOTS. I really do believe that if you go like I feel like HOTS and Dorsey are very equal in terms of how strong they are in terms of dealing damage, but I think that HOTS benefits only mainly because he has Evan and Bomb there to actually carry. I also think that Huaryan should go up top. Now, the Whales have released an official tier list of what they believe are like the strongest units, so take this with a grain of salt, and for the most part everything I see here is relatively where I feel they should be. All right, so before I continue on, I do want to give credit, like full credit to this Pride Win. I'm assuming it's Pride Win. I really hope I'm not butchering it, but PRYWDEN.GG. This is the tier list that we're going to be going over. My friend literally just screenshotted it and sent it to me, but I do want to give full credit where credit is due, just because I do think that this is a really good list that's put together. I actually love that. This is an insane website. Highly recommend. Wow, I'm probably gonna look up into this. Okay, can I click? Oh, that's insane. Oh, that's great. Okay, let's just get into the video. So Evan at double S literally gives Data Machini's ability to the entire party for a certain amount of time, and the fact that they heal the damage that they would take just makes him absolutely insane. Huaryan, I think that after HOTS, she is going to be the character that I am going 100% in the wish list slot for the highest percentage chance. I want her max dupe. She's insane. The fact that this character actually has the weak point ability that lets your allies deal like what 30% crit damage up, when crit rate up when she has 2 dupes into her. No, just the first dupe gives that like your allies 30% crit rate against this one enemy, and she literally says, hey y'all, let's fuck this guy right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, she is literally like the Riley Reid of Tower of God. She will literally just get all of her friends to pounce on one dude, and she's just insane. For boss stages, the only reason I want her max dupe is just for the survivability, because this bitch does go up close on the enemy, rides their dick like there's no tomorrow. I need her to be able to take some 12-inch black dick. Next, we have Data Machini. Data Machini, I think she's absolutely insane. The fact that she gives herself immortality, and it'll stack doubly so with Evan. I love these two in a party together. I personally do Evan, HOTS, Bomb, Data Machini is my tank, and then for blue, I'll either run Gamer-kun, I always forget his name, is like Hatchling or something like that, and Leroro. Just I don't even know if Leroro is good. I just like him. I think he's fun. I like his animations. But yeah, so when it comes to the the yellow team, you'll see here Rack is kind of in the B tier. I definitely feel that. I feel like he doesn't really do as much as I'd like him to. You do have Gray here. She is an SR or an R unit. The fact that this character gives like weaken to the enemies and stuff like that just for getting hit is pretty good, because it allows HOTS. It enables HOTS to just deal more damage. Wang Nan Ja, I like him a lot, but he's very RNG heavy. I feel like he is the Thorin of this mobile game. He doesn't really need too many dupes. I think the dupes you kind of just want for survivability, but he does deal really good damage. I didn't know that the chicken would be up here, to be honest. I haven't really played too much with him. I think he looks more of like a joke character. Shibisu, this assassin. I still don't know how I feel about him. Next, we have Rachel. Rachel in S with Karaka at A is hilarious to me. The further I get into the game, the worse Karaka seems to be performing. Unfortunately, I could see why you would want him with a lot of dupes for survivability, but I don't see him being anywhere near as good as Data Machini in terms of the tank role, aside from his provoke ability. I think that his provoke definitely helps him. He combos well with Evan. Who else do we have here? I love Dorsey. Rachel's really good. Rachel's like RNG-ish a bit, just because she does steal energy from your allies, or at least the ally with the highest defense, which should be your tank. So you do have this tank here as well as Karaka. If I change anything from this list, I'd probably just put Karaka in S, just because like if you don't have Karaka, your dark team is not very tanky at all and becomes very, very susceptible to just getting like fully cleaved. Narei, is this Narei? Yeah, Narei is really good. I love her as a healer. I do like Kun as well, and I love Endorsi. This Macheni and Endorsi, I'm still torn on whether like which one I like more. I have like 9 dupes. I have like six or 7 dupes into my Endorsi. She does very, very well in terms of damage when it comes to dark teams as a whole. I love Ivankel. I think she's a great mage slash tank, but she needs a really good gear, and I think I need to get some dupes into this bitch so that way she can actually survive. Aside from that, she is a really, really good damage dealer. This literal, my team for pushing damage is usually going to be Evan, Bomb, Hot, Hwaryun, and Ivankel. And if Ivankel can't survive, that's when I put in Data Macheni. Zahard, I like Zahard in S. I see a lot of people talking about how his damage is very low. I don't know if it's intentional. Someone was bringing up that it might be a bug, but assuming that he's as intended, he is a pretty good tank, but I feel like he's more of a jack of all trades, bruiser type character that doesn't really deal all that much damage, but he deals damage, he tanks hard, and it's Jihad. Next, for the A tier, you have here Yuri, as well as the healer Lozenge. I always forget her name. It's Lazoil, Eloise, Louisa. Oh, who's the shit? Blonde, big titty bitch. Then we have this Sleeper Kun. I like Sleeper Kun. I don't really care for the other characters. It kind of pisses me off because like whenever I'm doing like green trials, it's gonna be these 4. And then I'm torn between if I fail, I swap this girl for this guy. If I fail, then I don't even have this guy. Oh, my bad. I'm blocking this. Let me there we go. I'll just put myself right here in this little tiny corner. Yeah. So yeah, this guy. Like honestly, C tier here, I don't really pay them much mind. I think I use a knock just because I do have good warrior gear that I've leveled up because of HOTS. So that's the only reason that I even use a knock. Usually she's kind of underwhelming in terms of like everything that she does. I'm gonna move my ass back here since we're done talking about the irrelevant B and C characters for green. Going in for blue, Kun Hashling, I think that he does deal really good damage. Him being an A makes sense. I don't think he's OP. I just think that he's like the only real damage dealer as of right now. I think that Jovial Grace is probably going to get put around in S or double S. I think that the utility that he brings to the team and the damage he's going to bring to red or just bosses stages as a whole is going to be huge with Hwaryun. Just like Hots being an S here in terms of like damage, I feel like Veal's gonna be in double S or S because he's gonna have the support. Like honestly, I think that Endorsi would be double S if Evan and Bomb were purple. And it's the same across the board. I feel like if Evan and Bomb were purple, red, blue, or green, I feel like you would move a lot of these other damage dealers up a tier just because they're so strong together. Evan gives immortality and heals. Bomb literally is a battery for Evan as well as his entire party in terms of energy. So when it comes down to that, I think that that's the main reason that HOTS is as crazy as he is. Individually, I don't really like a lot of these characters because this is a team-based game, and this game, just like AFK Arena, is very, very dependent on your team composition. So as characters come out and start fleshing the attributes as a whole, I think that things will change a lot. So like, for example, Jovial Grace as well as Jaja, they're both going to be red characters. Jaja will be the healer character, which right now we don't even have a healer for red. I believe that this character is just a buff, like a team buffer, so she just is an enabler. She's just overall support, but she's not a healer. So as we get a healer for red, I think that Ivankel might actually move up to double S now that she'll have a dedicated support unit for that color in particular. In regular like content for what is it called, pushing damage, like boss stages such as the Alliance Phase 2, as well as I don't want to say Conquest, what is it called, Mock Battle, as well as the Underground Laboratory Mock Battle, Underground Research Laboratory Mock Battle. I always forget what it's called because I just unlocked it. I feel like Hwaryun is going to be essential, as well as Evan, as well as Bomb, and that's why you kind of want to max dupe your HOTS out, but you also want to make sure that you have Evan on your account, right? So yeah, I mean, overall, I do think that this tier list is pretty good, whether it be a whale account or a free-to-play account. I think that for the most part, A lot of people are getting upset that they're hitting walls. That's kind of like what these AFK games are for. Like the AFK games, once you hit a wall, you're supposed to just take a break, come back. Some people will spend money and try to break the walls, but you're essentially sacrificing time, like the money that you spend, which is the time that you worked, right, to push these time-gated things. And people have already wailed their ass off to the point where they even said themselves that it's like, we're gonna have to push the content forward a bit quicker than expected. So that we're going to be coming out with more story mode soon. We're going to be coming out with more events and everything like that. As of right now, I'm actually liking this game a lot. I think it's very free to play friendly. I get that a lot of people are upset that you need a lot of dupes, but this game, if it's designed around needing a lot of dupes and it's an AFK style game, as long as they take the AFK arena style approach where you could make use of a ton of dupes, but you don't really need a lot of dupes to just play the game and have fun. I think it'll be fine. I think it'll be fine. I think right now the only thing that I really want Tower of God to work on is their menus. I think that whenever I log into AFK Arena, I can get my dailies done in like 30 seconds to like a minute because their loading screens are very, very fast. As of right now, like they have the same dailies on this game as they do AFK Arena, but AFK Arena loads like 4 to 6 times as fast. So like you can get it done really, 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 really quick. As far as collaborations go, I'm very excited to see the future of this game. Okay, now I'm not really talking about this tier list, but either way, I'm excited for this game. If they do collaborations like AFK Arena, I can see this game having a very, very big potential, having very high potential for just a lot. I feel like Tower of God is such a huge IP with so many a diverse cast of characters. Honestly, if they came out with this like AFK style game for like One Piece, I'd probably be playing One Piece too. But either way, I guess I will leave it at that. That's Ground on Captain Primo. Stay blessed, like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. Hopefully this is a little bit more, hopefully this adds a lot of context to the tier list stuff. But yeah,